Good morning, traders. So how do we trade the Dow Jones this morning? Um, so the weekly pretty much is not telling us much, except that we're sitting in the middle of the Bollinger Band, right on the 20 moving average here. So in other words, we are going sideways. Nothing really much to read into that. We are coming up to this trend line. Okay, it's not exact, but drawn it in such a way where the earlier trend, which is this area here, is what's been tested. Okay, and I can probably just do that because this would give us 3 touches there and 4 touches, 5 touches, and then we've tested it. You can see this is where we are at the moment. So we have not created a new high. So you can see we had a high, a lower high. It came back to try and create another high. It failed inside bar, okay, with confirmation. So, on any other lower time frame, I'd be looking for shorts. Okay, so from a weekly perspective, that's what it looks like. If we look at the daily, so we had an 8-day losing streak, and we had a 1-day rally thanks to oil, and then we are selling off again. Okay, and this is all trade war. So you can see how this trend line coincides with the 200-day EMA. So there is definitely merit for price to come back down here and probably bounce at this level. If this 200-day breaks and the break holds on the daily, then I think you can start looking for more downside. Okay, so from the 4-hour, we have broken the 200 and we've retested. Okay, and for all intents and purposes, this was the short entry I highlighted this last week, and you should still be in at least with 1 or 2 contracts for this trade. Anyway, that's how we learn. So where we are at the moment, we had a rally on Friday, bounced off the 20 moving average and down. The 20 and the 5 are still pointing to the downside. So this is still running down. I mean, there's no indication that we are coming to a stop. We start looking at the hour, we start getting a different picture. There is our first level there, and our second level will be there. So the question is, do we find support here? If we do, then we're looking for longs. Okay, or are we going to continue moving to the downside? That's very much, for me, I don't see a clear direction at this stage. Trend is down on the 4-hour, but we are coming up to a pretty intense area. Let's just do this on a daily, and just add these levels in, and you'll see what I mean. So if you look to the left, you see all these tails and open and closing, and you can see where price got to. There's another one here, there, and there's another one here. There. So this is quite an intense zone. If you look to the left, I mean, this is pretty much a very intense zone, and you can see what happened here when we got into the zone, buying and selling, and then we rallied. So the question is, are we going to rally again from this area? Okay, and short term on the daily, we do have a mini uptrend from here, and we are close to bottom of the range of the channel. So now the jury's out as to where it's going at the moment. From the 1-hour perspective, Asia has sold off, and this is all trade war driven. Now, what's Europe going to do? I think that's a big question we've got today. So, for me at the moment, this zone is very strong. There's a lot of resistance here. So, I'm really in 2 minds as whether to look for shorts. I suppose if we do bounce up again into this area and start reversing, it would be worthwhile putting a short in and just leaving it to see what happens. But because of the zone of resistance here, I'm kind of reluctant to look for any swing trades as such. and pretty much focus on the lower time frames and take something out of that. So you can see at the moment we're going sideways. Had a fall and we're just consolidating sideways. What may happen is we just consolidate sideways to up, US opens, and then we fall again. So yes, I think for me on the Dow it's a day of sitting on my hands. I think there are better opportunities out there. There's probably the DAX definitely looks better for shorts, and the Aussie is also in a very well-defined range. So there's two great areas to trade there. For me, Wall Street at the moment is not looking very exciting. There's nothing that really stands out for me at the moment. So I think I'm going to sit on my hands. This zone of resistance really does concern me for any shorts that I'd have. But I'm also not convinced that we're going to rally from here, just looking at the price action that we have. We do have some buyers stepping in here, but there's nothing that's really saying this is the bottom. Okay, to me it's almost like this is just consolidation sideways, move to the downside, but it could just move as far as this level here or this level and then rally. So again, it all depends on Trump's tweets, I suppose. That's what it boils down to. So for me, I'm sitting on my hands. I don't see anything really worthwhile trading here. There's really nothing that stands out to me. So anyway, don't think it helps you, but rather keep the money in my pocket than trade it at the moment. So it's a good trade in my eyes. Anyway, guys, stay safe. If you are trading this, keep your stops really tight and enjoy the day. I'll catch you later. Cheers, man.